little message in there. All right, guys, good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. After Turkey Day, hopefully you guys had a great Turkey Day, Thanksgiving. I'm personally still pretty stuffed. All right, so let's get started here. It's November 27th. It's Friday. It's 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've got plenty of time here before the market opens. Pretty much 28 minutes. I like what I'm seeing so far pre-market. I actually really enjoy the fact that we only have one main ticker. It kind of made trading this one a little bit easier. I felt like everyone that was trading breakouts, pullbacks, were trading WORX pre-market, and that's how we were able to walk away with some decent profits. You can really see I was not getting aggressive on this one until we had volume and then breakouts on the big volume candles, and that's pretty much all I traded. I traded one little dip here. Other than that, pretty much pause off. Yeah, so we're up a little bit so far pre-market, about 350 bucks. So not a bad way to start the day. Now we have to make sure we don't do anything too silly, but you know, as long as we calm and collected, we could probably walk away with a decent profit. We've got to make sure to just manage your risk and not FOMO into a trade. So that's what we'll keep an eye out for today. Just kind of waiting for those good setups. If we don't trade today, after the market opens, that's also fine. Remember, you don't have to trade if you don't see the setup you're looking for. And like we did, I think it was on Tuesday, I went in I saw a trade that I kind of wanted, wasn't super sure about it. I ended up losing like 5% on it, but I decided to use small position size. Using small position size on trades that you don't fully understand is always a good way to manage your risk. Yeah, I see QS and KCAC as well. They look really, really good. You guys know I was holding KCAC for a while. Well, it's the same stock. KCAC was the SPAC behind QS. We were accumulating KCAC. Unfortunately, TOS is not showing. This is really unfortunate. TOS is having some support, some chart issues. And hold on here. Let me show you guys the picture of this support conversation I had with them. It is kind of a ridiculous conversation. How do I show you guys the picture? Hold on one second. Copy. Can I paste this somewhere? Oh, you know what? I'll take a screenshot. Hold on. You guys are going to get a kick out of this. Okay, so I was talking to support. And I was like, trades are not showing on the chart. The settings are properly selected. Tried restarting the app and computer. This usually only happens around market open. That's what I said. Representative will be with me shortly. Then Erica comes in. Happy Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, this is a known issue and the developers are aware. I guess that's, check plus. That's good. It does work sporadically, that we do know, but while they are investigating the cause, they don't have an ETA for the issue just yet. We apologize. I'm like, okay, well, happy Thanksgiving. I said, good that it's a known issue. It's been getting worse lately, it seems. This was really the big LOL right here. She says, I honestly don't know the rhyme or reason behind when it's working versus when it's not. Very hit and miss, but I know it is at the top of their non-crucial items list. I was just like, blank face, pretty much, just like, what the heck is that supposed to mean? So pretty much they might be working on it, question mark. I don't know. We had similar issues before with the ladder. This was a more of a crucial issue, I would say. Basically, if you I don't want to do anything silly right now. Let's just quickly go to on demand. This is like paper trading right here. So let's just go to, the SPY on demand and see if an order gets filled here. Let's actually go to, okay, boom, market open. Okay, so let's say I go in with one share. and I, trade right here. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I don't like this. And I move it down here, and I keep moving my limit order down before it gets entered. Now, if the limit order gets executed, the whole entire TOS is going to crash. That was a big issue in like July, August. It took like 2 months, maybe 3 months to fix, because I know in September I was still having the issue. I don't know if in October I was having the issue. And this was a pretty crucial error. So the time frame I'm looking for them to solve this issue is, I don't know, well into next year, to be honest, especially with the holidays coming up. So don't have the highest hopes at the moment for this situation, let's just say. Yeah, it's yeah. Paul, calm down. Yeah, it's non-crucial list. You might as well just send me like a middle finger emoji. What else do we got here? Was going through some of the news we were seeing. Remember, you guys can get access to this post on that first pinned comment. Do you guys see the first pinned comment before the stream is done? I have no idea. So Corona cases, always kind of interesting to review here. Good news is it looks like the US actually had a first new lower low for since a long time. So if we throw some technical analysis on Corona cases, I'm not sure if we can do that, but this could be a start of a downtrend, which is really exciting. France, ever since they threw in their extreme lockdown measures, they've been having a nice turnaround. Starting around November 7th was their high. Germany, extremely undecided in which direction they want to go. They're kind of ping-ponging back and forth, but Germany's cases never really got that bad to begin with, so that's good. So yeah, overall, that's pretty promising news. USA is topping out right now in hospitalization, so that's not really good. That could create a little bit of uncertainty in the market, a little bit of fear in the market. But right now, the SPY is up 0.36%, so that's not really too bad. What else we got here? Here's an interesting picture from that Morning Brew posted, Operation Warp Speed, accelerating the vaccine process. And we know a little bit about this because we've been day trading a lot of stocks that got fast track approval or emergency authorization. That is basically what this accelerated process is. It takes something from 2 years plus to, and then kind of really wraps it down, ideally under a year. So this is a little bit of that kind of same situation. Again, all these links are in the video description below, or not the video description, first pinned comment. Here's kind of an interesting little article here. New York Times, pushed by the pandemic, Amazon goes on a hiring spree without equal. Amazon has been growing like crazy, which totally makes sense, right? Ordering more online. This is the chart I wanted to show you guys. You can see this huge rally, and I think this is monthly. Let's see here, 2020, quarterly. Yeah, quarterly. These are quarterly. I was going to say that can't be monthly. So yeah, they've been on a nice little growth streak here. So if you guys are long Amazon, AMZN, let's check it out. They've been kind of in this consolidating pattern for quite some time. This is one of those companies I don't trade. I don't really swing trade either. I would just kind of put it into my investment portfolio, and every time it dips, I would probably just buy more. And that's kind of my strategy with tickers like Amazon, Apple, Tesla. Tesla is a little bit more swing tradable, but you guys get the point. These kind of large caps that personally I'm under the impression that they're going to be around for quite some time. Google is another company that I haven't really been investing in, but man, oh man, really nice. Well, Alphabet, right? They just came out with a new cell phone service that looks quite interesting. Google Fi. I don't know if you guys seen it. I've been getting a lot of Google ads regarding it lately. So yeah, anything maybe in the 1600s could be a great buy, but right now I'm not sure if we're going to even get a pullback. This could be a really nice little continuation flag pattern here. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So let's talk about KCAC. Wild Boys was a SPAC. Here we go. It's got a really nice board of directors from pretty much, it feels like every larger car corporation somehow is involved in KCAC. Bill Gates is an early investor in this company, and this SPAC just did its merger with QuantumScape. We were long KCAC somewhere in this $14.50 zone. We were down about 20%. I averaged down a little bit along the way, and then we sold, I think, here in the $20 zone somewhere. Unfortunately, like I said before, TD Ameritrade is not showing the trades right now. So this has made documenting trades and kind of showing swing trades and past trades and all that stuff this week very, very difficult. So I hope this issue gets corrected. Anyway, KCAC now QC, KCAC, I think it was QC or QS, maybe it was. QS, apologize for that. Yeah, QS. This is going to be the new ticker. Obviously on the daily chart, nothing's going to pop up because right now we're only pre-market, so you've got to go to like a 5-15 minute chart, or even a 4-hour chart would work, but 4 hours not going to really tell you much besides the fact that, you know, it's having quite a big dip here. I would like to go long around 20 on a starter size on QS for our swing trade account, our $25,000 challenge account. Day trading it, I don't know. I'm not super interested in day trading this one, but we might. Ex-Pfizer CEVP says no vaccine needed, pandemic essentially over. That's interesting. Feel free to post the link, calm down on that one, and I wouldn't mind sharing it here with you guys. All right, so what are we talking about? So I think WORX is one of the tickers that is worth talking about. So let's scroll down here a little bit. Let's kind of dive into this one. NASDAQ company, U.S. Health Information Services Company, SCWORX. I love this new laptop. We could like go through news articles together. We could do so much, just basic stuff that didn't work before. I could cry. Here's some of the information I like about it. 8 million flow, 12 million market cap, guys. This one fits our little list here perfectly. Remember, if you guys are, oops, that's not what I wanted to go to. Connect. If you guys are new here, or you're trying to figure out a little bit more why we're trading what we're trading, remember, just go to that first link in the video description below, tradejournal.co/connect, and under the foundation video series, check out the slides and checklist. And then you can go here, scroll down a little bit, and let's talk about what we're looking for on a tradable stock. Let's review this together. WORX. Ooh, 92% down from the highs. That's crazy. So looking at this ticker, is this a ticker that is a former gapper, right? Is this something that usually spikes up in the past? We'll go over why we're looking for that in a little bit, but ultimately, yes. It has these big gap days. Here's a 2-day runner, holds its highs okay. Here's another big runner. This is just a 1-day runner, although the second day kind of holds its highs okay. But yeah, there's a lot of selling pressure here, and if you check out the volume clearly doesn't look like it exists over here, which means there's probably some dilution, some warrants, some shady stuff going on here where the company's raising capital and kind of messing over investors a little bit. So that's a big sign for dilution, those kind of fading volume spikes where it looks like there's no volume over here. So, okay. Well, like we talked, so let's see how much checks out on this list. Well, we have an 8 million float. That's nice. So it's ideally below 10 million float. That's big check mark right there. News catalyst. Does this one have a news catalyst? Let's go back here. Looks like there was some news that Salesforce had merger and acquisition talk about this company on November 25th. So that was last trading day on Wednesday. So it does have a catalyst. That's really nice. Let's check here, put a check there. Strong spike history, we just talked about it. Yeah, it has a former runner, definitely good. Good daily room to run. Let's check this out. Well, from yesterday we closed at 126, and if you go up 100%, it's around 2.5 roughly, and 2.27. We got the 180-day moving average, and we got the 2.5 big resistance zone. So both of those areas are going to be big resistance, and you can see we ran all the way up to 2.67. Oh man, all my trades on this one disappeared. So that's a bit of a problem right now with TD Ameritrade. You can see all my trades are gone, so you guys can't even see where we traded this one. It's so stressful. Anyway, that's the first big resistance. But right now, that resistance is actually potentially going to be support. You could see we broke above it with big volume, and we had a retest here, had a 3% bounce. Now we're kind of stuck under it, so we need to break back above 2.5 for this one to be a good continuation. So that's what we're going to be looking for. And then if we can keep over 2.5, we could run all the way to 3.5 potentially. That's about a 40% move. So this one, let's go back to here. Does it have good room to run? Is there upside potential? Yes, I would say there's decent, at least 40% upside potential before major resistance. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. Fast rate of change, heck yeah, this thing's quick. And these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, we went up 12%. It's not like a super quick ticker, but at the same time, look at this candle right here. In one candle, we did 14%. So this one has that potential because it has that 8 million float, and that's why we're looking for stocks ideally under 8 million float, right? So this really checks out a lot of stuff. And then ideally between $2 and $7. This stock had a high of 267 so far, kind of a little bit on the lower end, but yeah, this checks out as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This gets 6 checks. Almost never does a stock fit this criteria. Even a lot of the Chinese companies, they'll fit a few of these criteria, but then it won't even have a catalyst or something like that. They're always very confusing tickers. So let's see, has it been holding its highs? Holding its highs well. Never pulls back more than 25% from pre-market highs. Ideally up 40% from pre-market, and not over-traded pre-market. This is the only one, guys, that's a big red flag. And this is why I would say out of the gates, be very, very careful with this ticker, WORX, because it is extremely traded pre-market, which means at the market open, it might already be fully, everything might be fully priced in. So we'll see if this one actually ends up selling off or whatnot. There's also one more concern I would throw in here. If you check out their SEC filings, they do have a lot of warrants on this stock. So $4 a share is definitely an area of possible concern. We'll see if $4 gets shaky, but I'm not sure if we're going to even hit $4. But just be very mindful around $4. There could be some exercises happening in that area, so keep an eye out for that. Let me see if there was anything else here that I was thinking about. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to say. On May 5th, they actually received payment. Let me zoom in a little bit here so you guys don't have to squint your eyes too much. Paycheck Protection Program, PPT. This was part of the Coronavirus Aid Relief CARES Act. So they're actually part of that. That's pretty cool. They got almost $300,000 from the government. Just keep that in mind. These are pretty good loans, and a lot of them don't have to be, or what's it called? The having a bit of a brain fart right now. Let's see. The advance. Some of the advances don't have to be paid, but I couldn't really elaborate much more on that. But just know they are a recipient of the CARES Act. Cool. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to go through on this ticker. I know it was kind of a lot, but what we're always looking for, and I'll throw this up again, is ask yourself, what is the most obvious lead gapper? The most obvious lead gapper. And without a question, it's WORX. So it's good to be a little bit in the groove on this kind of ticker. Jeff is wondering, can you post a link? Yes. Trade Journal. Remember, guys, it's that first link in the YouTube video. I'll quickly show you guys as a group here. This is a question we get every day. So if you go to the live stream and you just scroll down, you can see Discord chat, Foundation Series, merch, 2 free stocks, and more. TradeJournal.connect. That's that first link in the video description, and then right here, slides and checklist. That'll get you everything you need. All right, so that's pretty much the important stuff that I really wanted to go through here. We got APXT, probably worth considering. This is our second lead capper on the day. This one's up a lot as well. Hit a high of 1892, absolutely insane. So we'll see where this one ends up going. 500 million market cap, 36 million float, definitely a little bit bigger of a company. I find the catalyst on this one really interesting. 36 million float. So November 23rd, some news came out. Leading Microsoft corporation cloud provider AvePoint is set to go public with the SPAC deal announced Monday. So Apex Technology Acquisition Corp is a SPAC that is looking to take AvePoint, which is leading Microsoft corporation cloud partner, public. So this is pretty big news on a ticker like this. Let's quickly go back over here. The thing about this pre-market, it's not holding its highs super well, but I do think, you know, accumulating in these lows is not a bad play on a ticker like this. So we'll see how this one continues. Definitely trading a little bit crooked and harder to say. So I think maybe on a really relaxed approach on this one, where accumulating near the lows could be the way to trade it, but I'm not sure. WORX has been trading much cleaner. WORK is the one with the merger. I'm just reading this one. You know what? That explains a few little misconceptions in my head. You guys all know Slack. Yeah, GM's a nice one. So I think I made quite a bit of a mistake here, guys. At least with the catalyst part. Let's just go back to what I talked about so we can clear a few things up. So WORX, everything we talked about on this ticker is right except the catalyst right here, this catalyst, specifically this one. All this other stuff is right. Salesforce has held merger and acquisition talks with this company. It's not WORX. Sorry about that, guys. Big mistake on my end. Let me quickly show you guys where I read that and got confused. I think this is it right here. There's a Salesforce news somewhere here. Where could have been this one. I don't think it was that one. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. What's important is to know that WORK, Slack Technologies, it's like Discord for business pretty much, if you guys don't know, is the one, WORK. It kind of reminds me of a little bit Rackspace and Rackspace, and which one's the other one? Rackspace and Quicken Loans, I think, so Rocket Companies. I was mixing up those two tickers every day. Anyway, this is why you guys always have to do your own due diligence and take everything I say with a grain of salt. So WORX, just keep in mind that this one does not have the news with Salesforce. Actually makes me wonder a little bit here what the news is on it. All right, so as I regain my bearings here for a second, let's quickly actually find out what some of this catalyst is on this little bad boy. What we got here? Tell me the answers. Investors. If you guys go to the website, sometimes you can find always the news you're looking for on that on the website of the actual company. I feel like it gets overlooked a lot because we're always looking on FinViz, we're always looking on some other news sites, Yahoo, and sometimes you can find everything you need to find on the company homepage. So they have no specific news here. Let me see if there is anything else popping this ticker. Let's go back to WORX. Wednesday after market session traded. Does not say why this thing popped up higher. Thanks, Harley. Oh, Ross is active today. That's exciting. I thought he was going to take today off. All right, so everything is looking good. The only thing is watch out, WORX. I'm not totally sure what the catalyst on this one. That's the only thing I need to change, so we'll see what happens. Yes, boom. I was hoping we'd see something like this. Not currently seeing any company-specific news just to justify the price action. All right, so that's confirming that I can't find any news on this ticker. I was like, man, is there nothing out here on this one, or can I just not find it? So looks like TD Ameritrade confirmed that they also can't find any news on this company. So just be careful, guys. There's going to be a lot of back holders on this kind of company. A lot of resistance above. Right now, we got 2.5. We got to break through, and then we'll see where it can go. This is the ticker I'm going to be watching out of the gates for sure. And then we'll see if maybe APXT, well, okay, APXT is already ramping up some activities here. I like. All right, guys, good luck, everyone. We got another 48 seconds. Till the market opens. I got WORX up on my second screen for now. Got about 2,000 shares ready to go. And APXT, remember this ticker has a really big market cap, 500 million market cap, 36 million float. But with that Microsoft SPAC deal, it looks pretty good. Good luck, guys. Here we go. Remember, guys, comment collected. Don't need to rush anything. Nice move so far. 16% off the lows on APXT. Remember, WORX, guys, is up not just almost 100%, but it's on its third, technically fourth stair stepper, and the last stair stepper was a failed breakout continuation past 2.5. So keep that in mind. This thing could easily pull back. So I'm not getting super aggressive on this one into the market open. Maybe something closer to around in the two teens. So good to see all you guys here. So many familiar faces. So far, my fingers are off the trigger a little bit. I'm sitting back. We're up nicely pre-market already, so don't want to rush into anything until I fully understand it and see the setups I'm looking for. So calm and collected. I'm kind of interested that Ross is trading CBAT. Not expecting that, but he loves jumping on these kind of quick new movers. So good for him. WORX, guys, holding its highs here. This could break past that 2.5 zone. This could be a nice continuation on this one. Still my favorite ticker today. Remember, this was very thickly traded pre-market. Boom, broke 2.5. That's what we were waiting for. Bit shaky here. It looks like it could have been a fake out. Just be careful, guys. Big support at 2.3. I'm nervous that it's not going to hold this area because technically it had 1, 2, 3 stairs and then it had a bit of a failed continuation past 2.5. So that's why I haven't traded this one yet. To me, I'm a little bit skeptical we're going to get a full continuation. BYGVF is being called out, but this one has no volume, not something I look at. APXT, still crawling higher. SRNE, lead gapper, not much movement. Why am I getting 12% movers here? My scanner shouldn't be going for anything that low. I can't wait to start accumulating on a bit more swing trades. Some of these EV companies are coming down a bit. I closed out almost all of our swing trades. The only one we're still holding is ADT, so we'll see how we want to treat it. WORX, it's kind of holding this 2-3 zone, but I'm still skeptical because of the really strong move and the lack of a catalyst. To 6% down from pre-market, this could be a bit of a reversal spot here. Still a bit risky play though. Yeah, PLTR has been a multi-day runner. It's been really nice. Big congrats to anyone trading this one. New all-time highs just constantly back to back. That was actually a pretty nice little flat top breakout there. And perfect retest. It's not on my scan list because it's not up over 15%. All right, I'm just waiting here. Let's see what we can walk away with. 225 is big support on WORX on the 180-day simple moving average daily chart. Nice breakout there on APXT. It's 936. Kind of a decent spread here. When the spread's a little, actually the spread's not that bad, but sometimes on a larger stock I like to. Nice breakout there on APXT. I see it, Micah. WORX. I know, guys. I know WORK is not WORX. We were talking about that for like 5 minutes pre-market. APXT, watching it. Still has possible continuation room from here. $15.5 is big resistance. A little nervous if we're going to get a proper breakout from there. Well, APTX and APXT is such similar tickers. I can't believe how much Bitcoin fell over Thanksgiving. That was insane. Corey, I'm watching that as well. Just cracked though, literally just cracked. Nasty flushes here, around 10% on some of the places it wasn't able to hold so high, making me a little bit skeptical. Otherwise, usually right here around 15, I'd be really interested in possibly buying a pullback. Let's see how strong it breaks 15. Not holding that well. WORX still selling off here. Down about 9% from the open. APXT, this could be officially a bit of on the backside. No trades yet for me since the open. APXT, it's a bit of a slow mover. The only thing making me not super excited about trading it. Nice movements on PLTR. Nice, Michael. Quick in and out. I think if I wasn't streaming, today would have been one of those days. You know, being up on WORX pre-market, I probably would have just considered wrapping it up. I just realized QS, I have a limit order out for this one, but this was supposed to be in my 25K challenge account. Go back to our unlimited account. Nice little bounce there on APXT. SRNE still selling off. THCB still selling off. WORX, our lead gapper, was our lead gapper, still the best percentage gainer. Doesn't have a huge amount of dollar volume, so be careful with that. Also, no major catalyst, but price action pre-market was really nice on WORX, so let's keep hoping for the best. PIC, look at this one, Pivotal Investment Corp. Huge red to green move. Actually, not okay, not huge, but very nice. No real big surprise that half day trading today after Thanksgiving, and it's a Friday. No major surprise that the market's a little bit lighter today overall, but it was nice that we had some good pre-market action with WORX so far. I'm super surprised Ross is trading today. I really thought he was going to take a day off. Good reversal on APXT. That was a 3.6% move. I kind of stopped watching it for a little bit and guess that was a mistake. WORX going to try again here, possibly to break VWAP. Be careful, guys. Last attempt to break VWAP in 2.5, there was a flush. So I oftentimes don't like trading those situations because they're more risk than reward in my eyes. I don't think there is any aftermarket trading, Paul, because the market closes day at 1. But that's a good question. That's a really good question. On half days, is there after hours trading? I actually could not answer that because I don't do after hours trading almost ever. Is there after hours trading when market closes early? Let's see what Google tells us. It doesn't really say. Not sure. It could be 1 to 4. Looks like 1 to 4. Yeah, could be. I would believe it. That would make sense to some extent. But I don't have an answer to that, and I would probably believe anything at this point. But Darth, we close. The market doesn't close. Yeah, maybe. WORX with a beautiful crack past 2.4. I'm still very skeptical it's going to hold. It's been a 13% move though. But like I said, last time we tried to crack this area, we had a 10% move back down from the high. So I'd be very careful because to me, is that a proper risk reward trade? Risking about 10% if you enter around 2.5 to buy the breakout. It would have to run way past 2.7 the pre-market highs. This is a bad risk reward trade here for me. Doesn't mean it's not going to work out, but just means probably something that I'm not super stoked about. Yeah, I can't believe Tesla's so high. That is just absolutely astonishing. I never used margin. I'd have a jetpack. That's funny. Margin's dangerous. WORX doing nothing too surprising. Yeah, Hertz is the devil on your shoulder. That's what that ticker is. SRNE setting up a reversal. I don't trust CBAT in this area. WORX, WORX. I'm just gonna say WORX. It's safer for everybody, including myself. WORX looks like it's gonna break 2.5. Watching it. Oh man, just cracked 2.5, guys. Like to see this momentum here on this ticker. Solid red to green move. It's green on the day. Up 98%. Still my favorite ticker for the day. How about AMC? I don't know. I haven't followed up on AMC recently. Can't believe it's back above 4. I'd be careful. I don't know. Uh-oh, WORX. That could have been a fake out. Stop at QS at 27 a share. Wow. Look at my daily chart. Just a big old green thing. I don't think I've ever seen that. I gotta take a picture. This is hilarious. Look at that big old green on QS. That's hilarious. All right. And I had my swing trade limit order way too conservative on this one. Was looking for a break of 24. We broke the highs. I might actually do some QS trading today. I was not really expecting to trade this one. This conversation is getting a little bit ridiculous here, guys. Calm down, shelling out questionable advice. AMC, Michael spreading conspiracy theories. Nice, Justin coming down with some good news here. QS halted. So keep an eye on that one. 10:43, then 24 seconds. QS is going to open again. I'm going to love watching this one out in the open. Wow, at least those 10 shares are popping out. APXT is holding this area quite okay, but I'm not super thrilled about it for some reason. CBAT, Corey's calling out. CBAT fell off my watch list. What's going on here? It's only up 16%. That's why 5%. Could break 8.5. That's what I'd be holding for. APXT did break that low. CBAT was with a possible break. Good call, Corey. A little bit shaky. I'm not trading it myself, but had some good opportunity. Man, pre-market or market open today, I really did not see stuff I wanted to trade. Pre-market was really the time. Really calm down. Which broker is it this time? And why? What's there? What are they saying? That's crazy. I'm not sure why they would, but it could be. Hell, holding this area here, consolidating, higher lows, lower highs. It's going to break at one point. Oh, well, yeah, if it's halted, that's probably right. Why? You have to wait for the, I thought you meant like regardless of the halt. Yeah, you can't trade on halts. Gonna open up in a minute. WORX, guys, trying. Might see break of 2.5. I think everyone drank a little bit too much last night. I'm over here thinking WORK news is WORX. Calm down is giving good financial advice and trying to figure out why he can't trade on a halt because it's a halt. Michael's still wondering if coronavirus is real or not. Ay, guys. Ay. This is... God, anyone who's here for the first time probably thinks this is a tragic trading community. You're like, what are these guys doing? How is anybody here profitable? Yeah, hardly. That's a very good point. I'm kind of wondering what's going on here. I don't see any news pending, though. Tragic. Oh, my Lord. Look at that gap up. Just hit $35. No way. What? Should I just go long my swing trade account? Oh, my God, baby Jesus. What was that? Seller galore here. Is this going to get halted on the way down now? That was a huge pop. That probably triggered a lot of market orders. Yeah. Well, I'm just happy we can watch this over here as a community. Nice, calm down. You sold it? That was smart. That was really smart. I'm watching WORX still. I totally agree. I can't believe it hasn't sold off yet. Wild Boys, I'm totally with you on that. Yeah, it's Scully probably. Could work, John, but it sounds like a bit. I'm not sure if that's the platform for that. Maybe you could change your YouTube name, but then I wouldn't know. Well, actually, I could probably remember. WORX, solid breakout here, guys. Last breakout was about 14%. Man, this ticker just can't stop, won't stop. Gotta love these low 10 million floats. Kind of nervous. Big breakout though, big volume. This could be a freaking devil of a trap. 250, sellers on 250. We need to see quick resolution here. I wouldn't want to be holding this one too long. Nice. New minute in 10 seconds. Doesn't really look like it's going to break 2.6. Here we go. Shipping 2.5. Oh man, anyone long this? I think people are waking up to QS being a good ticker. I would have loved holding through that actually a little bit. Somehow WORX is holding its highs really nicely. I'm somehow more skeptical on it than I should be. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, I just broke 2.6. Big congrats to anyone that bought that breakout. $1 Million Talk. I'm not using the ZenBook Duo. That's actually my dad's. I'm using the Eluktronics Max 15, 64 gigabytes RAM. I absolutely love it. Except it does get really, really hot, so you pretty much need a cooling pad. It's more of a requirement than a recommendation. Nice, Wild Boys. We have that pre-market high of 267. This could be that nasty flush. Sometimes I get way too pessimistic on a ticker and I just always think it's gonna flush and then it doesn't. And then I miss like 10, 15 trades on the day. Maybe not 10, 15, but definitely like 5 plus because like I'm like, nope, nope. And then for 30 minutes, I'm like, It's definitely a nasty, nasty dip. Did not hold 5.4. QS is open again. They're holding 32 very, very well. Remotely, to be honest, I'm not really sure how I want to trade this one. I thought there was going to be a setup where I'm like, this is it, I'm going long. I haven't really seen something like that, but yeah, 242 around VWAP is definitely one way worth playing it because that would be about a 10% dip, which we've seen twice now with decent recoveries. So I think it wouldn't be a bad play, let's just say. There'd be some logic behind it, some reason behind the madness. Yeah, Micah, that's sometimes we do that. not enough. Tour's getting halted on the way down. It's a nasty open. Actually, I think the reason I never did that, Micah, is because my laptop couldn't handle it. But now with the new setup, there's actually really no reason I don't do it. So I might do that. I might just have it bookmarked. I was also trying to figure out if TD Ameritrade, you could build a hold scanner on it, and I was going through all the variables, and you could probably customize something like over 10% in the last 1 minute, but I don't know how reliable that would be. Shares. Hold on. There's definitely a lot of nice study things that we could play around with. It's quite amazing, honestly, what they have. So worth playing around with. We might play around with a few of those things a little bit more. Build some different scanners. Yeah, Wild Boys. You'll see. Like if you were owning KCAC, it would just be Q at QS right now. WORX could be a good entry at 39 if we get another dip. Morning.
Good morning.
300 getting chipped. 240 getting chipped. QS, that is just absolutely wicked. I missed WORX just now. I wasn't ready for it. NNDM is another one popping up on the scanners. WORX entry at 38. Looking to sell on the 9 EMA retest. Smaller position size. I don't know if it's gonna, I'm not sure if it's gonna break 241. It's having definitely a few issues here.
That sound.
Yeah, it's a bit of like an addict call. Gonna close out. Didn't take a profit on this one. Could have, but I didn't. Possible second entry here at 37. Same trade as before. Looking for that bounce back to 42. Ideally above 42. Basically same trade, just with a little bit better position entry. 375 instead of 38. Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, well, I got shaken out on this one. Bad trading on my end. I should have closed the first trade for a bit more profit. I was waiting for that move over 41. Didn't get it, so it is what it is. Yeah, there goes. There's 242. Talk about no chill on my end. Yeah, I made about like 30 bucks on it, so like I can't complain, but I feel like I took more risk than anything, and then, you know, if I did that 100 times, I'd probably end up red, so it doesn't make me feel necessarily good. Dimensional NDR. Check out the news on NNDM. They close a $100 registered offering. It's a lot of dilution for this company to be even up right now. But hey, it's trading. You know, it's doing its thing. So sometimes you just gotta accept it. But I don't know. It looks very top heavy. Oh well, there we go. I guess that pretty much ends that discussion. WORX. Coulda, shoulda, woulda held a little bit longer, eh? QS, I gotta say, is really, really something I'd be interested in trading. American Airlines is up. Jets is looking good. Guys, this is the time to probably accumulate some of these tickers that we've been missing. I don't know. I would like to see another pullback, but I've been saying that for over a month now and haven't really got it. Am I in any swings? We pretty much closed out all our swings. ADT is the only swing trade I have left that has made a bit of a recovery, which is nice. But no, we're totally out of swings. I'm looking for at a lot of EV companies right now to get long again. So I'll probably be coming out with a video soon about that. I know I haven't made really any videos this week. I do apologize, but it's been a little hectic over here as well. So I'm taking a little bit of time to get my bearings straight, and then it's probably starting next week will be a little bit more on a normal schedule. I can't get over how fast the laptop is. It's just like, I click on a chart and it loads. It makes me so happy. NNDM selling off a bit. Wasn't really able to hold those highs. Could be a good entry around 6-7 for a little bit of a bounce. Yeah, Corey, that's just how it goes sometimes. But it's nice when you have two accounts and one's lifting the other one a little bit. And then when they're both up, it's extra nice. Thanks, Steven. That's good. Yeah, I decided I'm not going to make myself feel bad about it. It just is what it is. Oh my god, final countdown. That sounds really heavy. Is trading at that point even safe? That's impressive. Good for you though. Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, if you're curious, I have a whole crypto trading series. It's pretty beefy. This took me like 2 months to put together. It's much bigger than the day trading course on Skillshare, but it's also on there if you're interested. Yeah, work, WORX, sorry, not work. WORX is not trying to leave easily here. Man, I really like QS. I was like, hopefully we're gonna have some sort of morning sell-off and I'm gonna accumulate QS. Man, this thing runs up 46% after I'm like, I wanna buy it. No. Yeah, no problem, Eddie. I'd be trading anyway, so I figured why not, run the chat, With the new laptop, running the chat isn't exactly a problem. With the old laptop, I pretty much couldn't trade when the chat room was open. That's a good question, Kang, or Khan. I hope I'm saying your name right. I don't know if I'm going to be day trading this one, even though it does have some good activity and some good action, volume and everything. What I would really like to do is accumulate QS and hold it as a swing. My problem was coming from KCAC, which we just closed our swing around 20. It had a really good run, but sometimes it sells off very aggressively. So I was really hoping that I could get a better entry on a possible swing trade around 20. That's why I wasn't buying it. So I was thinking we might even break 20 and go into the 19s. That was my original goal for a swing trade. Now that it's QS, we opened up roughly where we closed at 23. So let's go back to QS. We opened roughly at 24.8, but pre-market was showing, you can see we were down at 23 for a little bit. Yeah, and then market opens, thing shoots to the upside. I don't know. It's hard to say. For my swing trade, I feel like I missed an opportunity a little bit, unless I jumped in maybe on a break of VWAP if that happens, but not really sure if I wanted to do that. a lot of trial and error, Timothy, and just learning what other people do as well, and trying to figure out my own kind of personality, incorporating it if it seems beneficial, and a lot of adjustments, daily adjustments. A bit of a grind, to be honest. Like, it took a while. Guys, WORX almost looks like it's gonna try to pop back up in the game. What is going on here? We got at least another 13 minutes where I want to do some active trading. I'm not really getting those setups that I would be looking for. This is where we were talking about NNDM possibly being a good bottom bounce at 6.7. Had a low of 6.75 roughly. I'm not crazy about this one with the catalyst, but it doesn't look like a lot of people care so much about that. But man, direct offering at $4 a share. I'm not sure why this one hasn't fallen off a cliff yet. Very confused. So 23rd. They announced on the 20th. And yeah, you can see when they announced it, it dropped 30%. So maybe it's already priced in a bit, but at the same time, why is it going up? I don't know. I don't know much about NNDM, so it's hard for me to fully comment on it. Nice 2% pop though. Could have worked. I'm not a big fan of paper trading. You guys know that. I say that quite often. I do like on-demand and practicing on-demand a few times, but more functionality. I like practicing the platform, making sure I have my buttons set up, making sure I know all the different terminology, moving parts, how the platform performs. But I feel like trading paper doesn't teach you the hardest part about trading, and that's dealing with your own kind of biases and emotions. Yeah, I mean, we all have a bunch of rules, right? And I'm going to take this opportunity because it doesn't seem like I'm seeing a situation I really like. So if you guys are totally new here, it looks like we have some new people here, which is awesome, guys. Welcome to the community. I just want to do a little bit of a reminder here. So we have a FAQ section in the video. Here I go, looking at myself again. This is always very weird. We have a FAQ section here, right in the video description below. And if you click on that first link in the video description here, we have the Discord chat, we have the Foundation video series. You can get up to 4 free stocks right now, not 2 free stocks with our sponsor. We have merch and a bunch of other stuff. So Foundation video series is totally free. It's on Skillshare. You can get a free account there. And this will get you totally up to speed. If you want to learn about what we're looking for every single day, why we're trading, what our patterns are, check out the Foundation video series. And we have a checklist here that should help you kind of keep track of what our rules are a little bit, and a few other things. Anything else I wanted to say? If you go to tradejournal.co/Winkler, you can get access to my last trades, my watch list, and all that fun stuff. It's all totally free. Discord group, guys, if you're curious, and a few more courses here. So that should get you really, really up to speed, which is hopefully helpful for everyone if you're interested in day trading here with us. Look at RAIL. What is this ticker doing? This one's really kind of plowing right now. Freight Car America, 15 million shares outstanding. What is going on? Okay, well, increasing capital is never bad, but doing it through warrants is kind of shady. It's got decent support, bigger resistance around 2.5. Keep an eye out for this $3 zone. 286 even. Nice last move. This could be a bit of a red flag here. It's getting a little bit heavy, but I like how fast this ticker is. Where did this ticker come from? RAIO. Volume's very light so far, so it's really just picking up. First move was about 30% with a 12% pullback. This move is about 30%. I'd be careful here, guys. Be very careful. Let's see how this one performs, though. Might break and find support around 2.8. Yeah, Corey, I feel the same. Rick. Sorry about that, man. It's hard to focus on the chat and trade. I try to do the best I can, but I miss a lot of stuff. I do apologize. WORX popping up again, guys. Woohoo! What do we got here? Yeah, I feel like with this ticker, you just want to get on mad early because I don't trust it anymore. Entry at 242. Another entry at 243. Looking for a little bit more continuation. Looking for a pop over 2.6. All right, well, it shook me out. I made a little bit of profit on this one, maybe 50, 60 bucks or so. Not really something to run home about, but it was okay. It was okay. Had to be quick on it. Sold at 244. Had an okay entry. Not the best entry. I thought it was going to rip much harder. Volume's light. Also, a few of these nasty whips to the downside. Oh man, calm down. All right, peace out, man. Take care. If you're security, can you grab us a pair of sunglasses? Does it work like that? Yeah, thanks, Micah, for updating everyone what's going on. WORX. How can I say WORX without saying work, but not saying every letter? I don't know if it's possible. WORX, very weak breakout here. That volume was a big indicator. Protect sunnies from this. Sunnies. I don't think I've ever heard sunglasses being called sunnies. I had such good pumpkin pie this morning. It was insane. You know, I've met a lot of Australians, especially in Berlin, but Berlin doesn't get any sun, so I guess nobody talks about sunnies. Paul's reading between the lines over here. Yeah, John, that's actually a pretty good idea. Actually, let's do that. Let's start calling WORK by the company name Slack, which is being acquired. Well, possibly being acquired. There's talks from Salesforce. Then we have WORX, which is just doing what small caps do, flying for no reason. Every time there's a sunset in Berlin, I feel like all of my friends in Berlin are like, have you seen the sunset today? It was so beautiful. I'm like, you guys live in freaking caves. NVAX. Look at that breakout on NVAX, guys. You guys probably already know how I feel about this one. I mean, besides it being a perfect bull flag continuation, a perfect trade on this would be 8%, and that's if you hold it for like 20 minutes. No thank you. Yeah, Corey, that's gotta be the exact opposite of Berlin. Mid-December, Ben. But it's gonna be a few like other things going on around that time as well, so it's not like very specific. Yeah, Romolia was a really tough one. I totally agree. I only did 2 trades on it out of the gates because I was really not getting the vibe on this one. I always felt like it was ready to disappear. It was such a nice pre-market, and that's what we were talking about pre-market. It was so over-traded that at the open, you wanted to watch out, and that's pretty much what happened. Yeah, Joe, I could see that. They're always looking to get their sunset fix in. CBAT always disappears from my ticker. I think that's why I'm not talking about it. QS a little bit down. Well, that's a big crack in volume, guys, on QS. Big old crack. Look how smooth this computer is riding right now. CPU at 30%. GPU is a little high right now because I put a lot of stuff on my GPU. You can see OBS is taking 30% of that. I cranked up my ThinkorSwim so much. I'm using fairly high memory on ThinkorSwim. You know, in the settings in the beginning, you can do that. I really moved it down a lot. GPU is cranking. I mean, this laptop gets very loud and it's very hot right now. Alright, now it's getting hot again. This is loud. For how much stuff I have open though on the browsers, it's really impressive. yeah, if anyone's curious what I ordered here, if you go to amazon.com/shop/Alex Winkler, you can also get this link in the video description below. I always put my latest office stuff on. Not everything I currently have, so there's a few things that aren't here, and I can't decide between these two keyboards, but pretty much everything here I have. This is the laptop I got, the Eluktronics. This was the beast we got here. So this thing does quite a lot of work. Look at those gigabytes of RAM here, beast mode. So now you guys know. What I really like about this one is the butt of it. Like, you got all the cables here at the back, so there's no cables on left or right of me, which is really, really sweet. It's kind of made the whole experience very clean and minimalistic. So I'm pretty stoked about this one. It definitely needs a cooling pad. I can't decide if I'm going to be ordering this one right here or if I'm just going to be kind of putting it up on a stand right here. So I'm kind of deciding between these two, both of which kind of sound interesting. So we'll see. I'm not sure which one, but I kind of like the fact that this one doesn't need to be plugged in. And if this one's not plugged in, I'm a little bit nervous that it's going to get a little bit too hot. So I don't know. We'll see which one I pick. But those are my top two picks right now. This screen's pretty cool right here. I really like this screen. It's only 140 bucks. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, actually, Mike, let's do that now. Let's look at some swing trades. That butt, exactly, Michael. I got it for the price here. I got it for 2,800. So definitely was not the cheapest laptop, but most people don't need a laptop this strong, but for streaming, that's really where I need the extra power. Whoa, guys, WORX just fell off a cliff here. Absolutely insane. All right, I'm pretty much done day trading for the day. So if we wrapped it up here, we're over 400 bucks, which is nice because you guys know that what I'm always looking for is to be over 10% of my average day trading, right? So that puts me over for the month. My average right now is about $4,000 per position size. So 10% of that is about $400. So that's pretty sweet. So technically it's a good day trading day. Crazy is I made pretty much all of this pre-market. I didn't really get aggressive once the market opened. I didn't really see the big setups that I liked, so kind of slow trading on my end. Let me just quickly, really fast finish up with WORX on a little bit of a recap here, and then we'll dive into the swing trades, and we'll start with NGA that Mike has been calling out. So just really quickly here. WORX, what I liked about this one was the fact that it had an 8 million float, 12 million market cap. Everything was looking good. USA Healthcare Information Services Company. You had to be very careful here because they had some warrants ready to exercise at $4 per share. So this was definitely something to consider. But the next big price target for me was 3.5. So I felt like as long as we weren't over at 3.5, I wasn't really too worried about any of the kind of stuff I was seeing on their 10Q. We had really good stair steppers. We had a gap, we had a consolidation, we had a gap, we had a consolidation, we had another gap, we had a consolidation. You could tell that each consolidation was getting shorter and shorter. And guess what? At the market open, or right before the market open, we had another gap, but this consolidation never really held its highs, and that's when things got really, really shaky. So just WORX, that's when we were saying pre-market, be very careful. This thing's very thickly overtraded. We don't really want to be trading it. And that's when I realized I was confusing the news with WORK as well, because you guys reminded me. So big thanks for you guys for keeping me on check. And yeah, ever since, I thought this one was overtraded, plus it lost the one catalyst I thought it had kind of going for it, I was a little bit more calm trading this one. I think there was a good opportunity here on this bull flag breakout, but I don't know. Like, to me, I could have, should have, would have bought here on the pullback. We could have probably had ended the day at like $500-600 if I did that. But that was probably the biggest missed opportunity on WORX. I don't think I'm going to be trading this one anymore. I think there's a lot of back holders on this ticker. I think I'm probably done with this ticker, and I'm not sure if we're going to see it tomorrow. We might. Anything's possible. But for me, I would be very careful if it broke $2. $2 is the big support zone, even arguably 2.2. So this is really the area I'd want to see this one hold. After that, I think it's all downhill from there. It really needs to hold above the 180-day moving average and ideally above the 2.5 moving average. So if you guys are going to be trading WORX later in the day, just keep this one in mind. Just be a little bit cautious. So WORX stock analysis at 10:37. I'm going to add this to the timestamp so you guys can, in the future, if you guys are not part of the live stream, you can always go to the timestamps below and check out kind of key topics. So I'm always gonna write everything down. Corey's calling out CBAT, trying to break. CBAT's been a bit of a snoozer, but the fact that it held its highs so well makes it really, really interesting. Good call out, Corey. This could continue its run here. QS has been a really interesting as well. QS slowly inching up. Really nice to see that movement. All right, let's go ahead and talk about some swing trades because, God, I honestly, with swing trading, I'm really looking for EVs right now. I want to dive into EVs heavy. We closed pretty much all of our swings, and I'm ready to buy in again. I just feel like right now might not be the best time. And QS, which started off at KCAC, sorry about that. They converted today as QS, and I just feel like it might be a little bit premature, or it's tough to say because we broke highs here. So now it's like the big question, did we miss the ship a little bit, or are we buying too high? I would have really liked to accumulate around 20, but I'm not sure if we're going to see those price zones. So QS might be one of those where you just want to kind of take a leap of faith, but we'll see how we kind of go from there. We could review it more later. We've talked about this one quite a lot today, so not really much more I want to add to that at the moment. Let's see, NGA here. Let's see what to talk about on this one. Yeah, Steven, I just read your external monitor comment. That's a good idea. Yeah, actually, I need to stand for my external monitors more than anything else because they're the ones that are lower at the moment. Yeah, so NGA actually, hold on, let me see if I commented on this ticker before. It's not ringing a bell. $39 million shares outstanding. A blank check. Okay, so this is a SPAC. At least it was in August. You'd have to figure out what this SPAC is interested in. What are they looking to acquire? So let's see here. If we go to what? Okay. August. This is not exactly new news. NGA stock rose, closing on Gen's trading volume. No catalyst there either. I mean, it's a SPAC, but I guess you'd have to figure out what this one's investing in. Announced price $300 million. This $500 million market cap, so they're up from their IPO. Northern Genesis will be focusing on target businesses, making a positive contribution to sustainability through the ownership, financing, and management of societal infrastructure. Societal. It would be led by Michael Hoffman as president and Paul Dalglish, director. What I like to do, if I don't know anything about a company, sometimes go through the CEOs. And sometimes the names are a little bit more obscure, so you got to add the ticker or something like that. A lot of stuff with the SEC kind of popping up here, filings. Kansas City, straight Dorothy status here. What I do want to say, the first thing I thought about was that companies that are focused on environmental, social governance, ESG companies, have been really hot lately. So keep that in mind, guys. Oh, these are all ads. That's a lot of ads. Environmental, social, and governance companies, these tickers have been performing pretty well. Global climate change was, I think, a top 3 issue in the presidential debates. So keep that in mind, guys. People really care about ESG, especially millennial investing and trading. So companies, especially SPACs that are focused on this, could have some really good evaluations. So I don't know much about NGA, but it's worth keeping on the radar for now. Right now, they're valued over their original IPO. So I'm not totally sure how good of a value you're getting in on this one. I still have no idea what company they're set to acquire, but the second this company really does figure out an acquisition, it could shoot like crazy. So right now, you're kind of just blindly buying into something. You'd have to wait till some more news comes out. Otherwise, you don't really know what you're getting with NGA. So I'll make a watch list called ESG, environmental, social, and a governance companies. And this looks like a good SPAC that, probably worth keeping on the radar here for sure. Mike says they plan on merging with Lion Electric. So clearly more research that I'm going to have to make. Couldn't find that on my first search, but nice. Lion Electric. Looks like there's even a few YouTube videos. Hillian, new competitor, Lion Electric. Let me go to Lion Electric. The electric school bus. Wow, that really just reminded me of the Magic School Bus. Miss Frizzles. Is that what she was called? This one looks like an ant. Well, if they can get some sort of large deal, well, this kind of puts it more NGA on our EVs. If this is the case, they can come out with some huge catalysts, like government deals and stuff like that. Sweet. Definitely on the radar. Thanks for that call out, Mike. Definitely on the radar. So great call out. Yeah, Bren, seriously, especially right now with BLNK, that ticker had quite the rally Sally, huh? I think QS, though, is going to be, QuantumScape is really going to be a company to follow up on. Whatever happened to CBAT? Is that ticker still ticking? Or should I say kicking? Not ticking. Ticking's kind of weird. Man, really slow. What about QS? Is this one still popping? Yeah, QS. There we go. Man, QS is giving me some serious FOMO right now. Oh. It's terrifying. I don't like this. John Mantel, are you a bot? Let's see what he says. I hope you're not a bot. But yeah, Mike is right. Guys, if you're going to call out tickers, it's usually beneficial to add at least why you're calling them out. I'll probably make this a rule in the near future. So if you guys are legacies, listen in. Is it breaking out? Is there a price action? Is there a flat top breakout? High of day? I mean, give us something to work with usually. It definitely has helped. Maybe there's a news catalyst. Maybe there's a SPAC, an EV merger. I don't know, something. So just sometimes it helps a little bit to, otherwise I have to really hunt for a while. And it's interesting if we have time. Today we definitely have time, but sometimes I don't have time. Well, at least John's not a bot. And he's just saying, well, okay, maybe he is a bot. I don't know. John, you're not helping your point, your case. Okay, so GEVO here. Let's talk about this ticker. Whew, my nose is itching. It's itching for a fixin'. I'm just kidding. GEVO. What is my take on it? Really nice bounce off that former support zone. GEVO is a ticker we've talked about quite a lot in the past. If TD Ameritrade was working, we'd see all of our trades on it. I'm not sure where our trades are on this ticker. GEVO, tell me what you do. I want to trade you. All right, GEVO. By the way, guys, if you're totally new here, consider subscribing. We'd love to see you guys again. And if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to drop a like. I really do appreciate it. Easiest way to support the channel. Means a lot. Looks like we're at 69 likes, so I guess you don't have to hit the like button. It is kind of cool after all. Body. That's a good one. I don't think bots can make jokes like that, guys. He might be real. All right, so GEVO, USA Special Chemicals Company, look at that, 103 million float, definitely on the higher end, but small market cap. Q3 earnings came out. Yeah, it's rallied almost 200% since earnings came out. Return on capital employed. The amount of ads are constantly flying across the screen are a bit insane. Renewable gasoline. What's renewable gasoline? You know what? I really don't like playing these videos because every time I play a video like this, I get a copyright infringement on YouTube because there's some sort of ridiculous background music that messes up my live stream, so I'm not going to play this video. Biofuel. Okay, so like maybe ethanol kind of category. Let's do some education here. What are the top 3 types of biofuels? So we have ethanol, that's the one we just said. Wow, this is taking a long time to load. This is the website. This isn't my laptop, I swear. 3 different types of biofuel and their use cases. This looks like a beautiful little landscape here, huh? Okay, so we have ethanol, which we know about, pure alcohol, usually from sugarcane and corn. You can also drink it. Just kidding, don't do that. That's a joke. Biodiesel, becoming more popular, mimics traditional petroleum-based diesel. Wow, this is interesting. Biodiesel is derived from recycled cooking grease, animal fat, and vegetable oils. I could look at APXT right before we wrap up, which we will do pretty soon here. David, you've been watching too much Fox News. Okay, jokes aside, let me actually read this one last thing about biobutanol. Biobutanol is a lesser known fuel among the 3 biofuels, but it has the most important potential. Made from algae and bacteria. That's actually huge because this grows much faster than traditional crops and usually uses less space. Less modifications. Okay, never mind. Fermenting sugars from organic feedstock. Well, okay, so you do have to use crops. The most commonly used biotitanous fermented sugars. Unify unmodified engine models. Research proven that balance is sustainable. Oh wow, that's pretty impressive. Okay, so really interesting stuff. What this company is up to. So now that we know a little bit more about biofuel and GEVO, stock price hasn't really been moving too much. Well, okay, it has been, but in terms of, it's got a lot of lost highs to make up for. I think GEVO could be a really interesting swing. I obviously don't know enough about the company to really say much more, but I would probably be very careful here because the volume's light, and I would look for bigger pullbacks, maybe to 1.5. That's a key psychological zone. $0.50 around the 1.5 is always a key spot. So I'd probably wait for a bigger pullback here, maybe 9 EMA, find some support, something like this. And if you don't get that quick continuation, I would sell on a, as it doesn't look like it's going to keep holding its highs. So for me, I would accumulate near the 9 EMA and then look for ideal continuation. I think that's probably a good way to maybe take it, but we'll see. South Florida Fishing Channel in the house. Yeehaw. Yeah, Jared, that's also a good point. EVs are kind of, electric is, it's clean. It's, it's potentially the best option. So then it's like, biofuels is this kind of questionable spot. But I don't think we should, I think this world's big enough to have many different solutions. And there's probably a place and a time for many of these things. So we'll see. But yeah, it's definitely probably lacking a little bit of the hype that these other tickers have, because it's a much, I don't know, more direct energy source, I guess you can say. Let's quickly review APXT, and then we'll probably be wrapping up shortly here. So APXT, guys, this was a lead gapper we were looking at. Where's my watch list? Okay, so let's eat a little bit of this one. So USA Shell Company, 36 million float. This is the one that is looking to bring AvePoint public. It's a SPAC. So AvePoint, which is a cloud partner for Microsoft Corporation. Obviously, you guys know Microsoft. Will go public not via traditional IPO, but through a SPAC merger with APXT. So that's why APXT is up so much. We were talking about this one pre-market, kind of saying that it might be hard to trade because it's a bigger company. And probably the way I personally would have went about it is accumulating the lows. Now, I didn't do it, so shame on me. But at the same time, I still feel the same way, because you could kind of see here it has a lot of these fake outs. It consolidates for long periods of time, and I think averaging near bigger support is probably the way I would go about APXT. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. I don't know if there's really much more for me to say on it, but I think if I was going to accumulate near support, I would want to do a little bit more research about the company. But yeah, guys, these SPACs have been flying. It's been a hot sector. Well, I guess SPACs isn't really a sector, but SPACs in general are flying, especially EV SPACs. And APXT isn't an EV SPAC, but doesn't mean, with a big deal like that, especially Microsoft partner, it just sounds really good. Something you can really get behind, I would argue. All right, guys, let's go ahead and probably wrap things up here. MBAC, Newborn Acquisition Corp. This is another one that is a SPAC. It's actually on our EV list. Keep an eye out for this one. Also holding the highs really well. Yeah, Wild Boys, definitely a good call out. Definitely something to watch. SOL, Renasola. Huge move on this one. This is that Chinese solar company, no? This one that it had a really insane rally here. We talked about it several weeks ago. I think this is the one. Man, it's popping hard. Big up on before earnings. That's interesting. Oh, I don't even know if I want to add this one to, there's so many lists. I'm going to add it here, SOL, because it's environmental sustainable. Fill another EV SPAC. Is that FILL? Or is it FLLL? Or is it FIII? Looks like it's FIII. All right, guys. Everyone clearly has enough tickers to do research for years at this point. QuantumScape just constantly breaking new highs. Heavy stuff. Congrats to anyone trading this one or investing in it. Big congrats. I really wish I was. I wanted to buy it closer to 20, as you guys know. And it just decided to rocket on out of here. So I don't know. This could be just a good accumulation and just sit back and ride. And if it goes lower, buy more. Honestly, that might be what I do. So if I'm long QS tomorrow or sometime next week, don't be surprised. Wild Boy says QS is taking me to the moon. Nice. I hope I visit you on the moon or join you on the journey. FCEL. Could be a bit of a bull flag. It's holding it okay. Hard to say. I mean, I just switched to it. I like to read these tickers a little bit longer. I usually don't like to trade something right when I switch to it, but we'll see. All right, guys. That wraps it up for today. 11:02. Fun trading day, huh? I enjoyed today. I mean, after the market opened, it wasn't that hot for me personally, but pre-market, I think with WORX, we had some good opportunities. All right, guys, take care. Take care, John, who proved he wasn't a bot. All right, guys, ciao, cacao. I'll see you then first thing Monday morning. I don't think I'll have another video till then, but if we do, then that's fun as well. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out, guys. Monday's the last trading day of the month, and then we're on the last month of the year. Crazy stuff. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Make some awesome trades. Enjoy the rest of the Thanksgiving holidays and prepare for Christmas. Heiko with words of encouragement. He'll join us next year at one point. So much growth ahead, guys. It's super exciting. Ciao, ciao, guys. Peace. How do I